Hello there, I'm Theo and this is my love nest. Welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now that you're here, please watch it all the way to the end. A very big shout out to everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far, everybody who likes my videos, everybody who comments, and everybody who recommends my content to other people. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button and put the notification bell on so you know every time I put up a video like today. And today we're talking about the differences between diagnostic ultrasound and diagnostic radiography. And this is inspired by the fact that every time people ask me what I'm studying at school, like why am I back at school, I'll tell them, I'm back for ultrasound, and they'd say, isn't that the same thing as radiography? Why would you want to go back to school for the same thing? So we're going to talk about the differences, and some of these differences are the reason I decided I was going to switch careers to the other. For those who don't know, I am a qualified diagnostic radiographer and I'm a first year student in ultrasound at UJ. And so far let's not get to that now. We'll talk about it on another day. Otherwise, let's talk about the differences between ultrasound and radiography. Firstly, they are both imaging modalities, imaging specialties. They are imaging disciplines. The only difference is that they provide different diagnostic information, basically. However, they're the same in the sense that they are both medical imaging. And so the first difference between the two is the working hours, which was top of my list when I was considering switching careers. And with radiography, radiography is a primary diagnostic modality. Be booked for the Monday depending on the severity of the case, but it is not a must to have a sonographer 24 hours or throughout a weekend or a holiday. It also depends with the institution you're at. Some institutions would want you to be on site throughout. However, it's really not all of them. not a lot of them, compared to radiography, where every hospital or every healthcare institution that has x-rays will be required to work 24 hours, unless it's like a very, very small clinic somewhere in the Bundus, which I don't think we still have that many places that do not offer 24 hours radiography services. But otherwise, yeah, that is difference number one, and I've spoken so long on that. The second difference is the examinations done. Like I said, these two modalities are different, right? So radiography is far much more broader than ultrasound is. Ultrasound is very confined to okay, let's start with radiography. Radiography has a lot of other rooms within it. We've got general x-rays, where every radiographer that qualifies from school needs to be able to perform a general x-ray. And then we've got specialties, right? Specialties would include CT, mammography for the boobies, would include MRI, it includes cath lab, angio, and what else? Fluoroscopy, right? I know all of these are just gibberish terms that probably don't matter now, but all these modalities give out different diagnostic information, right? For example, fluoroscopy. These are examinations used to, or rather, this is a study that is used to diagnose the functioning of an organ. For example, if you want to check if your bladder is working properly, is it able to contain urine without leaking it out? Is your urine not going back up to your kidneys? Is your urine pipe working well? I'm going to use such terms. So you would need a fluoroscopy unit for that, where patient's bladder will be filled with a special kind of water, and then we monitor how the system is working, how the urinary system is working, how your bladder, your kidneys, and your urethra are working, right? So if you ever have to do that, you wouldn't be able to get diagnostic information on that by using a different machine. I don't know if it makes sense. You can't go and take a mammography machine which is made specially for the breast, and you want to examine the bladder. You can't do that. You're not gonna go and take a cath lab machine which is specially made for the heart and the arteries and whatnot, and you want to do a brain scan, you know. So examinations and modalities are separated in that sense. There's the room for that, there's a machine for this examination, and for that, and for that, and for that. So you as a radiographer need to be trained in each and every one of them individually. So when you qualify from school, you are 100% thorough with general, because general is like the basis. Every hospital that has a radiography unit will have general x-rays. So when you qualify, you are 100% perfect with general x-ray. And then you have entry-level knowledge of CT, where you can work in CT on your own-ish. Well, not really, but like, yeah. Every other modality you would have basic knowledge of, and maybe you can only scan like 2 or 3 things in each of the modalities. And then you would further require more training in each modality for you to be competent in it. So when you qualify, you know the basics of everything in radiography, but then for you to be able to work in that specific department, you would need further training. When you qualify, you're perfect with general, and you're perfect with fluoroscopy, and theater. What else? And then with everything else, you have basic knowledge. You know how things work, but you wouldn't be able to do studies on your own. You wouldn't be able to run the department on your own. So you would require further training on all of those examinations and how to do it, right? You'd need like a 6 weeks training in CT, a 6 weeks training in MRI, in cath lab, and all. And you cannot do that in like a year. You'd need, let's say, in a year you can train like 2 modalities. And also it depends on where you're working. Some institutions would not have the facilities, so you might not even be able to to train in all of those things, because there's just no equipment. There is no radiologist to report on what you're doing, because also when you're doing all of these specialized scans, you would need a radiologist to come and write a report on your findings. So with ultrasound, on the other hand, you get one compact machine. Of course, it differs according to levels of the machine. Some are entry-level machines, which will only do certain things and not others, or if it is doing everything, the quality is not the same. But generally with ultrasound, you only have like one machine, and that one machine will do all of these different examinations. Of course, you'll need like different probes for each. A probe is like the thing that we use to rub on the belly, for example, if we do it.